Once upon a time in the heart of Bhopal, India, there stood a bustling city that thrived on the industrious spirit of its people. Nestled within this urban landscape was a factory owned by Union Carbide India Limited, a company that manufactured pesticides and chemicals. The factory provided jobs and opportunities to many, and it seemed to be a beacon of progress. However, hidden within the factory's complex machinery lay a sinister secret. The year was 1984, and as the calendar approached December 2nd, an eerie tension began to grip the factory workers and the city itself. Unbeknownst to them, a catastrophe was brewing in the shadows. The factory housed a tank filled with a deadly chemical compound called methyl isocyanate, MIC. This volatile substance was used in the production of pesticides. Over time, due to negligence, cost-cutting measures, and inadequate safety protocols, the factory's management allowed the tank to become a ticking time bomb. On that fateful night of December 2nd, tragedy struck. A series of unfortunate events unfolded like a cruel symphony. Water entered the tank containing MIC, initiating a chemical reaction that led to a rapid increase in temperature and pressure. The pressure became unbearable, and the tank's safety systems failed to prevent disaster. A monstrous cloud of toxic gas, invisible and odorless, began to billow out of the factory. The city was plunged into chaos. Panic swept through the streets as people woke up to the terrifying reality. The gas cloud, dense with death, spread like a macabre shadow. Thousands of lives were instantly claimed, and many more were injured. The city's hospitals were overwhelmed, unable to cope with the scale of the disaster. The night that was meant to be silent turned into a nightmare of anguish, suffering, and loss. In the aftermath, investigations revealed a grim tale of corporate irresponsibility and governmental complacency. The factory had failed to maintain proper safety measures, neglecting critical maintenance, and had disregarded warnings from experts. The catastrophe was a glaring example of how profits were prioritized over people's lives. The Bhopal Gas tragedy remains one of the world's most devastating industrial disasters. Its echoes can still be heard in the lives of the survivors, who continue to grapple with health issues, emotional scars, and a sense of injustice. The tragedy served as a stark reminder of the importance of stringent safety regulations, corporate accountability, and the protection of human lives above all else. And so, the story of Bhopal's gas tragedy stands as a haunting reminder that progress must be built upon the foundation of responsibility and compassion, lest the pursuit of prosperity leads to unspeakable horrors.